Hi dear friends, I hope you are all very well. I have this coriander growing in front of me which I'm going to harvest from and try and make room for the poppies that are trying to flower here. But I want some of it to go to seed, not all of it, but I'm going to make a salad later today. It's much warmer out here than I anticipated, and I'm glad I brought my sun hat out because I think I'm going to have to switch to wearing my sun hat. So before I get to harvesting and doing what I need to do today, I wanted to chat to you all about Vlogtober. So today is the 30th of September, so the last day of September, and tomorrow is October. And it has been a while since I have vlogged for a whole entire month, and I'm kind of keen to do as much as I can here on this channel for the first time and do some vlogging. It's sort of an incentive to try and get me out here and get as much done out here as possible. So there are days that are going to be busy in October, but my aim is to try and post more often each week of October. So at the moment, I'm a bit under the weather still, so I'm not going to push myself. But I just thought some little glimpses of my days, and perhaps when I'm feeling up to it, I can do a day in the life of Amy on the homestead. So I might do a few of those during Vlogtober. I really enjoy the format of vlogging and how you just spend time with someone throughout their day. Oh my goodness. I wish I was fast enough to get a photo of that bird, but I've never seen those birds here before. We are seeing so many different birds coming and living and making their nests in all of the native trees and bushes and plants that we have planted around the place. And these ones are small. They kind of look like a finch bird, but they're mottled coloured, so they're white, grey and black, I think, and maybe a little bit of yellow. And one just came and landed on the wire here for just a moment. Got so close to me. I'm just amazed with, even when we have the dogs out here, the fairy wrens will just skip around, and my dogs, they just like watching the little birds. It's the ravens and the cockatoos that they run after, and I think that's because we've asked them to, and they've gotten used to running after the cockatoos when the cockatoos are in my garden, and also running after the ravens when the ravens are trying to steal the chicken eggs. Anyway, I've sidetracked, which I probably will do during the vlogging sometimes, but you know, I find it interesting sometimes when people tell stories, and we like to have a yarn, us gardeners. So anyhow, I just wanted to pop on here and let you know that I'm going to be doing some more videos this month and trying to hop on board with Vlogtober. Let me know if there's anything that you wish to see that you haven't seen. I'm hoping this will give me an opportunity to talk to you about a few things that have been flagged that I still haven't done videos about. I won't necessarily be talking about Vlogtober during the videos. It's just a challenge for me to try and get some of those videos that I haven't recorded yet recorded and out there. There are a lot of herbs in the garden right now that I want to do individual videos on, so I will be scattering those throughout October. There's a bit of medicine making that I need to get done, and there's also sowing and harvesting and preserving, and I want to do some videos, just, you know, one on the dehydrators that I have and the green powder that I make, just certain individual things. So there'll just be more videos, so watch out for all of the videos that will be coming out. I will try at times to post one video each day, and yeah, as I said, some of them will be vlog style videos as well. So they will be me throughout my day, what I'm doing, what I'm getting up to. And of course, I will have my regular sort of videos coming up among all of those as well. I will put everything into a playlist. So I will probably put most of the vlogs or do like a Vlogtober playlist. So they're all together there. And then of course I match videos to whatever playlist makes sense. Yeah, and there's quite a lot to do out here. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get a lot done at the same time as recording. It does take me a little bit to edit videos. So I will be recording a video one day and it will be released the next day because it takes me a while to edit it and put it together. For example, today's the 30th of September and I will be posting this on the 1st of October, and that will kick off the beginning of Vlogtober. Okay, so today's video, I want to talk about coriander and the salad that I'm making. So this is a millet salad that I'm going to be making, and millet is a fantastic substitute for couscous. So I'm going to be making this salad later today, and I'm going to show you step by step what I do. Got quite a few weeds in here, and some of the coriander already has flowers on it. I love leaving coriander to go to seed because the insects really love the flowers. They get really attracted to it. All the beneficial insects come into the garden, and so I'm definitely going to keep a few bunches going to seed. All right, this area of my garden really needs quite a lot of attention. But first, I need to get this broccoli. As you can see, all the sprouting broccoli is going to seed. And I've got heaps of sprouting broccoli seeds, so I'm not going to keep any of these. I think if I let any of them go to seed and collect the seed from them, it will be the ones that I've got over in the other garden. But what I'm doing is just chopping off the shoots, and we'll eat these. Then I'm going to chop out these plants, and I'm going to see if any of the leaves are any good to keep. If they are, then I will make a green powder with them. I'll dehydrate them. If not, these are all going to go to my chickens, and they're going to really love all this green. For those of you who didn't see my video yesterday, I spoke about the dogs and how we're not leaving them to run around. Head back to my other video to hear the story, but I found a way of including them in my garden by putting them on a couple of leads. So they've got a bit of a long rope and they're the leads on their harnesses, and they can be with me in the garden. So far it's working out well, except I'll have to keep putting them in areas where I'm not too precious about the plants because the plants are coming out, rather than any new areas, because you're just going to get tangled around the plants, aren't you? You might end up hurting them. Hey? So there's heaps of little leaves on these plants, so I'm taking them all off. And I will pop them in one of my dehydrators, which is empty at the moment because I didn't get around to putting in the kale that I harvested yesterday. We actually ate it for dinner instead. So this will be great. I'll pop it in and we shall have some more green powder from the broccolis. Luna, you have tangled yourself up a bit there, girl. And I don't know where Jackie is, but I imagine she's just right there because she can't go too far. These sorts of harvestings take a while. It takes time to harvest plants, but it's such a lovely activity to do, to slow down and just be in the moment and just harvest anything out of your garden. It really is just lovely to do, lovely to be in the moment. It is so beneficial having a garden. I know I've done videos and spoken many a times about the benefits of gardening, but just the slowing down part is just really beneficial for our mind, body and soul. We have excitedly got a hen sitting on eggs at the moment. So that's exciting. We haven't had chicks from a hen sitting on eggs in a while, quite a few years. So it will be exciting to see if she succeeds. And then we'll have some little chicks on our farm once again. This is a rare sight in my garden, a snail. We rarely get snails and slugs, but this one was just sitting on this leaf here, and you can see there's lots of holes in this leaf, but you can also see there's yellowing, it's discoloured, it's an old leaf, and ideally I would have taken this leaf off the plant because this leaf is deficient. It has deficiencies in calcium and other minerals, and so of course the snail is attracted to it. I'll take that snail on this leaf out to the chickens, and they will thoroughly enjoy eating the snail. Once upon a time, my children used to keep snails as pets, and they would allow them to, walk all over their legs and arms. And they would be horrified if someone would step on a snail and kill the snail. And now they love their chickens, and they delight in taking any grubs, any worms, anything they find, slaters and earwigs, out to the chickens for the chickens to eat. So here I am making the millet salad. Once again, I'm not much of a measurer when it comes to cooking millet or rice and such, but I'd say I'm cooking around 2 cups of millet here. You can look up the ratios of grain to water and see how much water you need to cook the millet in. I toast up some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds to go in this salad. You could experiment with nuts or other seeds as well. I love to use sunflower seeds as an alternative to pine nuts. I started chopping the coriander here as it has started to go to seed and the leaves sort of change a bit in shape when it does. But then I went with what I usually do, which is just picking all the leaves off the stems. I add a good amount of olive oil to this salad. You may need to add more olive oil the next day if you've got leftovers, as the millet tends to dry up a bit and it really sort of drinks in the oil. The salad is really delicious though when it's just been cooked and it's nice and warm. I add about 3/4 of a cup of currants. You could add more or less depending on your taste. And I wait until the millet has cooled down a little, and then I add the coriander into the bowl. My whole family loves this salad. We associate it with spring and eat it a lot with roast veggies and some lentil burgers or steamed vegetables. It's a wonderful addition to whatever meat you're cooking on the barbecue or to have with eggs as well. Tonight we had it with some cauliflower fritters that I made. Thank you all for watching, friends. I shall see you tomorrow for the first day of Vlogtober.